heading out on another trip, and the purpose of this trip is to look at a property that's for sale. This one is kind of south of Denver and towards the mountains, north of the state line, but at least south of Denver. What we're going to do first is we're going to go into the mountains and find a place to camp. And then tomorrow the idea is to meet with a realtor and look at the property. I'd tell you more about the property, but since I'm really thinking about buying it, I can't say anything right now. Please forgive me, but I think that's pretty normal when you're looking at a property. You don't want to kind of let the secret out. And so we're gonna go find a place to camp. I love the mountains, and we're taking little Miss Nix with us. She'll really enjoy it, so stick with. So we went to Blowwood Springs, which is one of my favorite places, and we're stopped at the hot springs that is associated with this town. It's kind of up in the mountains. It's a little teeny spring that gurgles out of the side of the mountain, and it's one of our favorite magical places to go. Blowwood is just one of those special places. You get to see some wildlife here. There's even a bear that comes around once in a while. In the meantime, we're having a blast, so stick with us. This is Timothy Painter for The Van Life. Thanks for following, guys. It just means a lot, and we'll keep you posted. Now for this little spring, this is entirely too many people for this little spring. And of course what you're not seeing here in my picture, you're not seeing how many people are soaking. There are a bunch of people soaking, so the other people are kind of waiting their turn to get in. And it's just way too much pressure for a little teeny spring bubbling out of the side of the mountain. Realize this isn't a big waterfall with a river flowing through it to clean the waste. Oh, and the people coming down from up above, either they're changing their clothes or worse, they're pooping. People, for some reason, I don't know why, but think about it. Don't go above a water source when you have to eliminate, because that waste eventually washes down into the water source. Please try to find a place away, the other direction, away from the spring, from the water source, and hopefully not uphill of it. These people are all going uphill, and it's just unfortunate. Also, these people don't realize there are rattlesnakes up there, and there's a bear that lives up there. So they're new to the spring, and unfortunately they don't know what the rules are, and they're not using their heads. Let's see where that guy's going. Now he's going to disappear. He might be changing his clothes, he might be pooping, could be a lot of things why they would go up into those bushes. But that's a dangerous place to be, because what people don't realize, up over the hill here is a city dump behind that hill. And so the bears go there to eat, and then they come down here, and it could become a problem one day. Unfortunately, all hot springs are oversubscribed today. It doesn't really matter where they are. Conundrum Hot Springs, which requires, I don't know, like a 12-mile hike to get there, now requires reservations. The hot spring here is way oversubscribed. Somebody let the word out. Penny Hot Springs, not too far from here, is body to body, and it doesn't matter where it is. The springs have just been discovered and are really used. We're in kind of that conundrum in which you can't say to someone, well, don't go. I went, and I have a right to go, so why shouldn't you have a right to go? But at the same time, as the conundrum shows us, when too many people go, they ruin a good thing. And so we can't say don't go, but we can say if you do go, please be considerate, be thinking about the damage that you might be causing, be respectful of others. Garbage. Don't leave your cigarette butts. Don't leave your toilet paper trails. Bury your waste. Carry water in. Don't become a problem to the authorities. Keep in mind that other people might want to use the spring as well one day. Try to leave it in as nice condition as when you found it. And remember that if you use it all the time, then no one else can use it. And at this particular spring in Glenwood, some people use this all the time. It's like there is no other place for them. And they forget that other people maybe want to use it too. So it's a difficult thing, and I just don't know what to say. I know Bob Wells has spoken about this same topic many times. Some people discourage letting the secret spots out for camping, and on the one hand you got to say, well, sure, you should be able to, and on the other hand you have to say, well, too many can cause environmental damage and lots of problems. So I think the secret, really, if you think about it, the secret is being aware of where you are, and that it is a scarce resource. It doesn't matter what it is, a hot spring, a campground, a special hike. They all have their special places, and you've got to respect it. But I wouldn't say don't come. Just be courteous and respectful when you do. If this were 4th of July weekend or some other real busy time, I might understand why there are so many people here. But this is the middle of the week. This is Tuesday. And it's just crazy how many people have discovered this spring. It must have been put out on the net. Fortunately, a lot of people come, they take a look at the not attractive water, they realize there are no lounge chairs, and they leave. And that's a good thing. Well, this is Tim Painter for The Van Life. Please push all the buttons, leave your comments, and most of all, please subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.